Hey, this is Benjamin Weaver, and you're watching 180 or Less. In today's video, I want to talk to you about autism, what it is, its depiction in the media, and the misconceptions surrounding it. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurological disorder in certain individuals which is often characterized by difficulties in social interaction, restrictive educational growth, and repetitive behavior. About 1 in 100 individuals are diagnosed with being somewhere on the autism spectrum. It is referred to as a spectrum because it contains a broad category of symptoms, and not all of them are shared with the same autistic individuals in the same way. For example, one common trait among certain autistic people is limited eye contact. While it may be difficult for some to maintain eye contact, others might not have a problem with this. Sometimes there may be cases where one autistic individual has delayed reading or writing development, whereas other autistic individuals might excel in those areas. Some may be very sensitive to physical interaction and hate it, whereas others can't live without hugging or other means of physical intimacy. Most neurotypical individuals, or allistic people, develop social skills very early in their childhood just by interacting with other children and adults. Whereas most autistic individuals cannot naturally pick up on language skills or even social cues such as facial expressions and body gestures. Instead, autistic children naturally gravitate toward repetitive actions and organization of surrounding objects. While the autistic mindset can limit learning efficiency and make it difficult to blend in, there also may be a lot of advantages. Many autistic individuals have what is known as a special interest, meaning that they might not excel in a wide variety of subjects, but if one particular subject piques their interest, they are compelled to learn everything about that subject and become natural experts at it. These subjects can range from anything from math, science, history, architecture, and so on. The autistic mindset is also a unique subject of portrayal in fictional media. While there may not be many movies about autistic individuals, there are some notable films that clearly display autistic actions and viewpoints. Rain Man shows an example of an autistic man closed off from society for so long, and as a result, is unable to connect with the world on a social level. This demonstrates the dangers of closing off autistic children from the rest of the world instead of helping develop their social skills. The HBO biopic on Temple Grandin shows a case of an autistic woman who becomes self-aware of her neurological divergence and finds ways to use it to her advantage. There are not only overt autistic characters in stories, but sometimes they're either autistic coded or are interpreted by fans to be on the spectrum. The character of Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts movies has been theorized by fans to be autistic, and even his actor, Eddie Redmayne, has confirmed this to be true for his approach to the performance. Newt's social awkwardness around other humans and his natural connection with creatures makes this one of the most unique portrayals of autism. His apparent autism is never addressed once in the movies. It's a subtle detail that gives an extra layer of perspective when seeing how he interacts with the world around him. It's refreshing to have an autistic character like this who is treated like a normal individual. This also leads me to my next point, which is the common misconceptions of what autism is. People assume that it's a disability that handicaps individuals and makes them lesser than the allistic mindset. Others believe that it is a disease of the mind that can be cured. The autistic individual is not simply a person burdened with a misshapen mental state. The autistic mindset and the individual's personality are one and the same. Many active functioning members of society are even on the spectrum, whether they or others around them realize it or not. I'm one of those individuals. I'm autistic myself, and I wanted to produce this segment to raise awareness of what this mindset is and how it can empower people on the spectrum. I hope this brings a positive light to the subject, and I hope you enjoyed this segment of 180 or Less. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. I'm Benjamin Weaver. Thanks for watching.